Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? It is Friday, March 29, 2019, last trading session of the month. Another wild day in the markets we had yesterday, as always. My SPY gave us a little bit of a run, took us to the downside, the 279s, found a little support, bounced back up, tried to reach its intraday high, but got stuffed out at the 281 level. It's obviously clearly, trading sideways, peaking up, dropping down. This is a market that you just gotta be very diligent and like I always keep saying, stick to your stops. Do not chase your setups. Let the setups come to you. That being said, we're gonna go into the session with 5 stocks on our watch list. And up first, we're gonna see TCDA. As you can see, this monster had what, a 57% ride to the upside. So obviously, whenever you have a stock with this much action going on, you had what, over 3 million traded. Our vol was through the roof. So that being said, there's a lot of eyes on this thing, and it might give us some opportunities to the downside, I mean, to the upside, continuing on Friday. If it does, obviously we'll step in and take a flag pattern. But that being said, I can see it topping out. It had too monster of a run to sustain this level. And that being said, I can see, a little aftermarket action was dipping down. So, if it opens up weak, or if it even gaps down at the open, we'll wait for a pullback at VWAP and step in and take it down with it. So there's going to be a lot of eyes going into this session. So let the dust settle. Don't get caught on this one. Clearly let the trend, dictate itself, and then step in and do what you got to do. So TCDA is the first one on the list. Next one, as you know, my favorite for a couple of weeks, MDB put in its top. As you can see on the 26th, or on the 25th actually, 26th started putting in the lower high, lower low, and it's been fading out nicely, peaking up a little bit above VWAP, getting stuffed out, getting brought down below VWAP, pulled back to VWAP, getting stuffed out, set lower high, lower low, continue running to the downside. This is one of those trades right now. You just gotta take your profits, scale in, scale out, take a position around VWAP, let it drop down, take some off the top, scale in, scale out, scale in, scale out. Ride this thing to the downside. You can see that I have a trend line at 137, or actually 138. So that's going to be the target. It's going to take a little time. I'm going to say midweek next week, but I anticipate some more trading sideways. As it's trading sideways, it's going to be slowly dipping to the downside. So definitely like this thing continuing to the downside. Home showed us more weakness today. Tried to fight above VWAP in the morning and drop down, and couldn't even get close to trading above VWAP. So obviously the boys are still dumping shares onto the market. I still like it for maybe a point or two to the downside. We'll see how, Fridays are always very volatile in the market. So, obviously you always have to trade very, very safe, as you always do. But if it does show some weakness going into the session, we'll step in. But if it's trying to peak up and try to fill some of this gap, obviously I'm going to stay away from it. So we're going to see how this thing performs at the bell. EIX faded out. Actually had a couple of days fade out. Still showing some weakness. Got stuffed out a couple times at VWAP. And I like that, the fact that it closed at the low of the day. So, and there's plenty of room left for it to fall. I can see another point and a half to the downside. So if it shows some weakness after the initial market settles down, about 9:45, 10 o'clock, I'll step in and take it down with it. Last but not least, we have SCVL. SCVL obviously had that gap up yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, on Wednesday, 27th. Then put its top in, faded out yesterday, and closed at the low of the day. I can see this still fading out some more. You have, let's see here, 35.20 is the low, so you got another maybe 60 cents to the downside for the initial target. I know it's going to bounce a little bit, but I can see this trying to fill this gap, so you have a lot of meat on the bone once it fights and cracks that initial gap day support area. So this one's going to be fighting probably at that level. Maybe in the morning after midday, if it shows some more weakness and it cracks that level, I like this thing to the downside. So this one's going to be patient, maybe an afternoon trade for us. So that being said, got 5 stocks going into the market. Again, Fridays are very volatile, so please stick to your stops and be very, very patient. Let your setups form, let them come to you. Never chase. You chase, you die. That being said, guys, have a great day in the markets. If you ever want to know how we're doing it here, I don't even want to answer that question why, why we find what we find and trade what we trade, the reasons why we trade what we trade and the setups we trade. Come check out the site, thestreettrading.com, and we'll get you started on the 90-day course. All right, guys, have a great day in the market. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you later. All right.